Sam, you're meant to be live now, mate. You're meant to be live now.
Oh shit!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lamon Gaming Show with special guest Michael Oxlong, Benjamin Dover, and Michael Hunt. Hello everybody! Welcome back to another Lamon Gaming Show! We have a lot of news to cover today. I want to start a little bit early for all the people that are already here, okay? Let's get straight into it. We've got 2K news. We've got Xbox news. We've got Cliffy B news. We've got all sorts of news that I want to cover with you guys today. All this and more after the drop. Let's have a good show! Well, firstly, how's everyone doing today? We're going to be putting some more music in the background. You hear that? Ah, that's fantastic. We'll get straight into it. 2K. Everyone knows that they are the best, most pro-consumer company in the world. Okay. Now, recently, I think 2 days ago, I covered, of course, that 2K had put in-game ads into their 2K TV pre-game introduction. Okay, there were 15-second ads. Okay. And they were also, they're on current gen, but we're expecting them on next gen. Let's be real, it's 2K. Okay, there was a huge uproar of this. A lot of YouTubers, Twitter, and the internet in general went crazy over this, right? It's the next step over. It's a full price game. And it's like $120 billion for the super duper edition every single time. We know this, okay? This is what 2K does. Not only do they charge you for a full price experience, they also want to make sure that they stuff you with ads as much as they can. Well, apparently guys, it was all a big accident. It was all a big accident, okay? 2K would never do that to you. 2K would never, ever try and stiff you guys. Of course not. I should have believed in 2K. But now, thankfully, they put out a statement to clarify that it was a bit of an accident, everybody. This is what the statement says. As many are aware, in recent years, ads have been integrated into 2K TV segments. Yesterday, 2K TV ad placement impacted our players' experience in a way that we didn't intend. As these ads are meant to run as part of the pre-game introduction, this will be fixed in future episodes. Thanks for your continued feedback. So first things first, oh wait, not that again. So first things first, they're not saying that they're going to get in-game ads out. Okay, they're keeping the in-game ads. They're just going to move them to make sure they're not in the pre-game introduction. That's the first thing, okay? Now, I'll show you the actual video that Survivor supplied to us, showing the actual in-game evil. So what happens here, of course, here's the ad in the middle of the loading time. And then boom. There's no music. Oh, they must have taken this out. This must be a separate video. Okay, well, there's no music in this one. But this is showing Oculus Quest 2. Then it jumps back into 2K, of course, showing how amazing 2K is. We love 2K. Back into 2K TV. So look, that's 15 seconds long. It's current gen. Okay, we were of course expecting it to go to next gen. It's 2K. If they can stuff it into next gen, they will. But they come out now and said it was an accident. Let's be honest. It was not an accident. They were pushing the bounds. They wanted to see if they can do it. Can they stuff it in, everybody? That's what they wanted to know. Could they do it in such a way that you buy the super duper edition for $129 and on top of that, have to suffer more and more in-game ads? They were hoping it would stick. They were probably hoping also, of course, that there wasn't too much of a backlash. Becomes part of the norm. We saw this recently with UFC 4 with EA. That did not go their way, okay? There was a huge backlash with that too, and then they actually ended up taking that out and gave this whole response like, oh, we had no idea it was going to affect our players the way it did. Oh my God. It's a full price game plus in-game ads. How are we to know that you guys would hate this? 2K's done something very similar here. I'm calling it all now. It's all bullshit, everybody. But I'm glad there was a knockback. This is the thing. If there wasn't a knockback, I think we'd be seeing more and more of this, you know? EA especially and 2K, they are pushing the bounds more than anything. You know, I think Ubisoft has slowly but surely also joined the ranks with single-player experiences, trying to, you know, sell you XP boosters and all this kind of crap. But in reality, you know, these are the ones pushing the on the frontier of evil. They're on the frontier of monetization evil, everybody. They said it's going to be fixed in future episodes, so I don't believe they're going to be touching this one, but they're going to be making sure that it's not in the pre-game introduction next time. But again, it's going to be there for some time. So that's just a little bit of an update on that from the previous story. Very quick turnaround. I will give 2K that. Very quick turnaround. Only took them a day or two to realize they'd made a mistake. We're on to you, 2K. Okay? We know. We're not stupid. Okay? Now, speaking of other stuff that is pretty damn cool, if I can find it. There it is. Power your dreams, everybody! Who's excited for November 10th? Xbox Series X comes out. They're going to be doing a wonderful little showcase on the day before. This is all just to hype it up, of course. I'm sure we're going to be seeing some next-gen graphics, maybe some, of course, some trailers. We're going to be seeing some more details of the Xbox Series S and X. We're going to be also seeing, I'm sure, some maybe new stuff announced. That would be great. So check out that. I don't know. I mean, there's very little details at the moment what to expect in this, but I'm excited for this. Day before, great hype marketing campaign just the day before. I'm very excited for my Xbox Series X. Who isn't excited for the next gen? Let's be real. It's going to be quite good. Speaking of something to be excited for, Cliffy B. We love Cliffy B. Okay. Now, if you guys all remember, Cliffy B, he had a rough ride. And look, we had fun with Cliffy B. We did. It was fun. You know, he was the Tony Stark of the video game industry. All right. He was a fast talker. He's made a lot of money. He loved his Lamborghinis. And he talked a big game. That's the thing. He talked a big game, everybody. But Lawbreakers wasn't meant to be. Lawbreakers wasn't actually fantastic. Let's be real. It broke a lot of laws in his books. Cliffy thought he could not do any wrong. He wanted to make another $1 billion IP, but of course it didn't go that way. Then he did Radical Heights, which had radical likes, guys. Am I right? That didn't do too well. That was his final attempt, of course, to jump into the Battle Royale arena and revive his studio. Now, Cliffy B has actually now come out and said, look, you know what? He's getting a bit, you know, he's missing it. He's missing it a bit, everybody. This is what he said here. I'm finding myself actually having a slight itch to scratch to maybe poke around and see about making a little game. I have some ideas kicking around, so we'll see, he wrote. I found myself madly in love with smaller games these days, and success of Fall Guys and Among Us gives me hope that not everything needs to be an insane AAA that requires crazy crunch that ruins families and mental health on $1 million budget. Look, I think that's great. I actually think Cliffy B is a very talented fellow. Again, we love the memes and whatever, but like, I want him to be successful. I want him to be able to come back into the gaming industry if he wants to. He's obviously, you know, proved he has the chops. You know, Gears of War was fantastic. That was a $1 billion IP. He was right there. Okay. But, you know, I hope he does jump back in. I hope he does do a smaller game and it's successful for him. That would be great for him to come back in, join the ranks of the gaming devs and do something really great. I mean, it doesn't have to be as big as Fall Guys. It can just be something cool. I would definitely check that out. I would definitely give it a good old chance. And I hope that you guys would too, because you know what? He's quite funny, that man. Speaking of funny, okay, now we're getting better with the segues, everybody. Borat, okay? Quick little thing, the reviews are coming out. 67. These people don't know shit. Okay, I'm sure this is actually a 10 out of 10. Now, it is getting actually very good reviews. It comes out today in your given area or region. I think it comes out tonight for us at like 6 o'clock in Australia. I'm going to be watching this. I'm going to be reviewing this. I'm very excited for this. But look, also, just on the side of that also, Sacha Baron Cohen did a stream with Dr. Lupo on Twitch. Show you a bit here.
Twitch, Twitch.
It was actually quite awkward, to be honest, when I was watching this. It didn't do overly well. I think there was a bit of a delay between them trying to, Borat trying to do his little punchlines and Dr. Lupo trying to respond to that. But great, look, I think it's a great marketing strategy now to be on Twitch, to be part of the gaming industry and to use that as a marketing platform to get your game or your movie out. 67 on Metacritic, that couldn't be true. Borat is amazing. I'm very excited for that. The segue for this, of course, is other people are using good old Twitch to get the message out there, to get the word out there, okay? And that is, of course, US Representative Alessandro Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, first Twitch stream among us, peaked at 430,000 viewers. Now, there's two other people that were bigger than that. There's Ninja when he did it with Drake, 600,000, and when Shroud returned to Twitch, which was 500,000. So she's in third place there, but that's not so bad for a US senator. Not so bad at all. This is her playing right now. Of course, the memes flew in. The memes flew in for this. There's of course, a good old Bernie Sanders was playing with them, of course, saying, I just found AOC's body in reactor. But there's also other ones that I've seen. She also went on to play Street Fighter. I don't know if you guys knew that, but she went on to play Street Fighter. I've got some footage of it actually right here. I'll show it to you right now. If it wants to work. Oh, come on. That's just fun. This is going to be a live meme.
Click it.
There we go.
Icon.
Okay, so she was playing Street Fighter. Here she is.
You can and it'll mute you.
Shit, she's pretty good.
Oh my god.
She's pretty good.
Oh my god.
Oh, she won.
God!
She won. Wow.
Oh!
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, I gotta say that she's pretty good. You know, not bad. Not bad at all. But 430,000 concurrent viewers at peak was pretty good. I think gaming will be more and more of a space to get the message out there, be it marketing for movies or political campaigns. I mean, some people say, of course, keep politics out of gaming. I'm not here to comment on that. All I'm here to say is there is a lot of eyeballs on gaming. A lot of people that want to push a message out there or make sure a movie or anything is successful or the message is out. I think they're going to be turning more and more to streaming in general. So expect more of that. I really think that we are going to see more of that. And look, the US Army recently, I covered it a few weeks back. The US Army actually were apparently sharing fake prize giveaways that sent users to recruitment pages. So in terms of people trying to use Twitch or to get people recruiting, that's already been kind of implemented by the US Army. But look, that's a few weeks ago. This was ultimately getting people to jump on to Twitch, onto the US Army Twitch website or page. They were signing up for a giveaway, but it was really sending them to, as I said, to a recruitment page. That's been taken down now. They're not doing that anymore. This is obviously just a big misunderstanding or whatever you want to say. But speaking of something that's a nice little segue, perfect segue, of course. Ubisoft Connect. Now, this is pretty cool. Ubisoft Connect is going to be ultimately putting everyone together. I think it's a great idea. Okay, so what it is ultimately is going to be connecting you into one place for all your saves, all your friend lists are going to be there. When next gen happens, which is of course around the corner, you can also access your current saves and all that kind of stuff. So it's a central hub for a lot of things. It's also a free service. So you jump on, you sign in or whatever, all your saves are going to be there, your friends lists are going to be there. When it's talking about cross-gen, cross-play, cross-saves, it's all going to be there. And I think that's pretty cool. I hope that other big publishers and big devs do something along these lines. Just give me a central hub to find exactly, all my information within the Ubisoft kind of umbrella. I think it's really cool. And look, I think it's also going to bring people together. It's going to bring people together in terms of all these friend lists. I might have someone on Xbox, I'm on PlayStation. Now we're able to chat and all this kind of stuff. So in that regard, to centralize the friends list, to centralize a lot of what Ubisoft is offering is really cool. And as I said, I hope other publishers do this. It'd be great. Good old EA, we love EA, but they do have quite a fat what's it called? IP range. There we go. That's where I was going with that. They've got a lot to offer. So if they can give us something that like if people love EA games, that's where I'm going with that. Then they can go to one place, has all their saves, has all their friend list, has everything that they want in that one particular spot with their username and password. And if they're on different generations or different consoles or different whatever, they can all access it kind of through there, which I think is pretty good. But in other news, speaking of gameplay, 13 minutes now of exclusive Scorn gameplay. Now, Scorn comes out in 2021. This is nearly a 14-minute exclusive, actually, through GameSpot. Looking fantastic. I mean, I hadn't really heard a lot about this, actually, until I really saw this and I saw the news of it. It looks pretty awesome. You know, it's great to see more and more titles now showing their next-gen capabilities. We saw Miles Morales, of course. You know, I think we're going to see a lot more, of course, when we do go into Xbox's event on November 9th, which will be very hopefully very telling about what their roadmap is for the next 6 to 12 months. But back to Scorn, of course, it's out in 2021, looks great. I believe it's only exclusive to Xbox and PC. It's not coming to PlayStation, sadly. Speaking of PlayStation, Sucker Punch job listing may hint at a Ghost of Tsushima sequel. I really should turn off those system sounds. Ghost of Tsushima is looking maybe for a sequel or new experience. Now, you guys know what I've said about Ghost of Tsushima. What a fantastic game. What a fantastic experience. Everything about that for me it's my favorite game of the year that I've played. I do want to, of course, experience as much as possible in the Ghost of Tsushima world, if there's more stuff to do, of course. Legends was amazing. I've played 8 hours of it, 10 hours of it, and I still feel like I'm still not done. It's a free DLC, you know. There's so much to experience in that, you know. There's the co-op, there's the 4-player mode, there's the raid mode that's coming soon, there's the survival 4-player mode, there's the RPG elements that just keep it so fun and engaging. Just an absolute smash out of the park, in my opinion. So, ultimately what they're looking for, apparently, is a desire. The job listing is for a narrative writing position. Desire to write stories set in feudal Japan, same as the Ghost of Tsushima, which is set in 1274. This is the thing. It could be DLC. It could be a new game. We don't know. It could be because based off the momentum of how many people have loved Legends, they're like, okay, cool, let's do more of this. Or based on the momentum and, you know, the flooding of everyone just saying how amazing it is what you've done with Legends, they're saying, okay, let's go now into the next Ghost of Tsushima 2. Or maybe it's paid DLC. We don't know what it is. But all we know is they have future plans, I think, in the Ghost of Tsushima realm. And I'm really excited to see that. Again, I mean, for me, it's my game of the year at the moment. Cyberpunk could, you know, take that off the mantle. But, you know, awesome to see that they have future plans for this, if that information is in fact correct. One thing I'm very upset about is they ruined my boy. They ruined my boy. Steve in Smash, everybody, came out last week. I've played, I don't know, 10 hours of him or whatever. He's not my favorite Smash character, to be honest. But one thing that was quite interesting is when you actually jumped in and won a match, all right, you would see this. So what would happen is Steve would eat a piece of meat and then he would leave it in a very precarious position. But Smash, Sakurai has sadly taken that out. Look at him now. Look, what have they done to my boy? He was well endowed, everybody. But they've taken that away. So anyone that recently updates their Super Smash Brothers, it will no longer now show the meat in the precarious position when you win a match. You know, look, Steve's just trying to smash. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's trying to do, guys. And yeah, so look, if you want to have the most valuable copy of Super Smash Brothers, do not allow that to do an update. Just keep it always offline. And you will have the most valuable copy of Super Smash Brothers to date, I tell you now. Yeah. But whoever's played Steve, let me know what you think, actually, because like I don't really love him. I'm always super excited for a new character, but he hasn't really blown me away. But look, an honest question, I wonder how many people were actually up in arms with this. I mean, does it really matter? Everyone had a bit of fun with it, but no one really cared, right? No one actually cared that there was a little bit of a, you know, a weird position that they put the meat every time you won. Look, I didn't really get to see it much because I didn't win much with Steve, if I'm being honest. So that wasn't too much of an issue for me. But just before we finish up, we got a couple of more things here. Oh, we haven't done any super chats. I haven't done any super chats with you guys. God. Been so just in the flow of the news, everybody. Tasmaniacs for $5 Australian donating to ensure Sam doesn't accidentally run ads during the stream. I will not run ads during the stream. I mean, the VOD, different story. Scroll up and check your audio levels for mobile users. Is that bad still? I feel like we've been on a huge quest at the moment for smooth and loud audio. I feel like we've kind of got it. Any louder, the actual computer will be all sorts of loud, and I don't want to do that. So hopefully we've got a rough level there. Infantry lead the way. Oh, sorry. Yep. Thank you very much for $5. Rothgar $4.99. Really digging the news style, Sam. Keep it up, my dude. You're quickly becoming my favorite source for gaming news. Shut up and take my $1 dues. I appreciate that. I hope you guys are having a good time. I'm having a good time. We're figuring out every single episode how to make it sharp and as best as possible for you guys. But we're having fun along the way. That's all that matters. Love the vibe of your news coverage. Pavel Susmak for $70 Zarian dollars. I don't know what Zarya is. That Zarya from Overwatch. Can't always catch it live, but always look forward to watching. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Just before we finish, guys, Assassin's Creed Valhalla DLC will take you to Ireland and Paris. Who's excited for that? So the game comes out, of course, very soon. Who's excited for good old Valhalla? The information here ultimately is it's spring 2021, the Wrath of the Druids, and it's going to be summer 2021 for Paris. There's going to be extra areas to explore, more things to do also, etc., etc., etc. in terms of the free stuff that's going to be dropping every season. The season pass needs to be $39.99. As I said before, I'm not a huge fan of the way that they're monetizing single-player experiences. We knew as early back as July this year that they were going to be implementing a cash store inside Valhalla. So look, you know, expect this to be also monetized. Recently, I spoke about Watch Dogs and how Watch Dogs has been monetized in the slightly poorly fashion, in my opinion. They are charging, of course, for operators inside the game. Apparently you can get the operators anyway, but if the operator is going to be in the store to purchase, I know what's going to happen. You're going to make it a pain in the ass to find them. That's how it happens. You're not going to put all this time and effort into actually creating an e-store and trying to create a space to buy things without making it an exhaustive process to try and find those people in the open world. That's just not how it's done, everybody. But look, I think that's it for today, everybody. I hope you've had a wonderful time. We've just got it into the 30 minutes. I knew I could do it. 30 minutes today, everybody. Awesome. I've got one more super chat here. Tasmanic, $5. Please give this donation to Ralph so that he's able to pay his rent this month. I will. I probably won't, to be honest, but maybe I will. But guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm going to be playing some games on Facebook now for all the YouTube people that have tuned in. I appreciate you. You guys are an awesome community, and you guys have been very positive. I've seen all the positive comments and some of the other comments, but you know, you guys in general have been really, really good. So I really appreciate everyone that has been on board. Hope you're enjoying the news, and I will see you guys probably on Monday with more news. I'll leave you with a drop, a quick be right back just to turn off the YouTube, and I will see you guys very soon. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. I will see you guys on Monday. Lamon out.